Hey guys, just real quick before I get this video started, you may want to watch it all the way to the end because I do a little bit of fishing and I think some of y'all might enjoy it. So let's get into this. Just want to welcome everyone back to Texas Silver. If you're new, appreciate you coming to the channel. Remember to like, subscribe, share this video with all your friends, and hit the bell notification. That way you're notified when I drop the next video. I wanted to get this out, and I'm going to get right into this. This is going to be as of today, obviously, when I drop this video. So if you're seeing this weeks or months down the road, obviously some of this isn't going to apply. But silver got smashed down below $25. It's approximately $24.40 spot price, give or take. I guess depending on whatever site you go to check the price. I see this as a buying opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. You know, could the price drop more? Absolutely. And if it does, I'm just going to buy more. But right now, I'm probably about to make a purchase. I'm gonna watch it, but I may go ahead and pull the trigger this weekend, take advantage of the price dip. Okay, just remember, guys, I'm not a financial planner and I'm not giving financial advice. This is just what I'm doing and my recommendations, and you can do what you want to with the information. Obviously, in my opinion, you should not be buying metals if you're holding credit card debt or a lot of negative debt. What I would recommend right now is actually to be trying to pay off credit cards and any vehicles, stuff like that. I don't consider a mortgage to be negative debt, but you know, obviously it'd be great to get that paid off as well. So if people have asked me, you know, should I use my credit card to purchase metals? Absolutely not. I would not. Unless you're paying cash, unless you're directly trading your cash for metals, no. I would advise against that. The reason why I recommend that you buy metals is because the Federal Reserve is printing money at the fastest rate that they've ever done in history. They're printing money for these stimulus packages that are bailing out cities, bailing out citizens, sending out stimulus checks, unemployment, and I don't think this is going to stop, ladies and gentlemen. I think what they're doing is they're setting us up for universal basic income. I know a lot of people think stimulus packages are done. I don't think so. I think what's going to happen is they're going to pass some sort of legislation that does monthly stimulus checks. You know, I could be wrong. Comment below what you think is going to happen, but I don't think they're done. I think this is just beginning. This sickness that's going around, I think it's going to, we're going to be, how do I say this? We're going to be confined again to our houses, and I think businesses are going to close down and shut down and not be able to operate. So I don't think we're done. I think the end goal is universal basic income. I think they're going to eventually print the dollar worthless, and they're going to come back with a digital dollar. That's what I think is going on. Okay. Obviously, I do save dollars, but I keep it cash on hand, and that's more of an emergency fund. If a scenario would come down to where I don't have access to funds electronically, then you want to always have that on hand. But I do not keep dollars in the bank when I get paid. I pay all my bills, and then whatever's left, I take it out and I pour it into other assets. I know everyone's going to say, oh, the price of silver could drop. Okay, yeah, absolutely it could, and if it does, I'm going to buy more. But what you do is when you're buying metals like that and you're buying the dips, then your dollar cost averaging. So there is something I can guarantee. Your dollar is going to be worth less tomorrow. It is going to be able to purchase less than it did today. So that's why I don't save in dollars. I want to show y'all something. I went to a local coin shop the other day, and I guess I didn't realize that they had gotten this pricey. But right here is a 1963 90% US quarter. And I couldn't believe the price. They want $6.25 for this quarter. Right here. That is crazy. So this quarter today could buy probably 3 or 4 candy bars. Back in 1963, this quarter right here could have probably bought 2 or 3 candy bars. And so that's another reason why I stack metals, because it is preservation of wealth. This is always going to stay with inflation. If not, I think silver eventually is going to go to the moon, and it's going to be unreal, guys, what happens. So this right here is what I recommend new stackers get. Start with Constitutional Silver. This is great. The premiums are pretty low on these generally, but premiums obviously lately have been really high. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this right here is how I'm going to transfer, in my opinion, my wealth from this monetary system to the next. Other reasons why I love silver is it's not taxable, it's not traceable, it's private. You hold it in your hands, and I'm a firm believer if you don't hold it, you don't own it. And I'll hear, well, what if silver never goes up? Fine, cool. And, I'll pass it to my kids, and it'll be wealth that I can transfer to them. And no one is aware of that. The government won't know how much I transferred, to my family. So for me, I think it's a no-brainer. And you also need to be diversified. Like, I'm not all in silver, okay? I'm in cattle, I'm in land, I'm in equipment, heavy machinery. I invest in myself. So don't be a one-trick pony, okay? I'm not just here. Obviously, I have a pension. I have other money that is in the market in other areas. I personally don't, invest in the market, but I have the exposure through work and all that. So that's why I do the silver. That's an insurance policy for me. Okay. Stock market is going to keep getting pumped up. It's going to be pumped up until it can't be anymore. And then it's going to crash. I think there's going to be a crash like we've never seen. I think the bond market's going to go, the stock market's going to go, the housing market's going to go, the commercial real estate market's going to go, the dollar's going to collapse, okay? That's what I think's coming. Call me crazy, but I think there's going to be a reset, and there's going to be the biggest wealth transfer that has ever happened in the history of the world. Every country right now is on a fiat currency, okay? This is the first time that that's ever happened in history. So just, you need to be stacking this stuff. You need to protect your wealth. Okay, this is going to be your insurance policy, in my opinion. Okay, if you go on to the Federal Reserve's website, they have a chart on there, and it's called the velocity of money. And if you're not familiar with what the velocity of money is, that is the speed at which money changes or exchanges hands. So that's like, I get paid, I take my money, I go get my hair cut. And then the person that cuts my hair takes that money and goes and spends it at the grocery store, and then so on. That's the velocity of money. So the velocity of money has been essentially killed with this stuff that's going on right now with this sickness. And so that's why I think the Fed has been able to come in and print, and we haven't seen inflation really take off. Obviously, there is inflation, but I think once all this is over and the floodgates are open, I think we're going to see hyperinflation. It's going to be like the Weimar Republic, or probably even worse. So if you look at this site, go to Google and just Google Federal Reserve velocity of money, and you can click on that, and it shows the velocity of money. And the velocity of money is the slowest that it's ever been since 1960. And it's probably a lot longer than that as well. The chart only goes back to 1960. So the velocity of money is probably the lowest that it's ever been in history, if I had to guess. So I'm just gonna kind of tell you what my plan is for my silver, why I stack. I like I stated before in the video, I think the real estate market is going to crash. I think people are going to be wiped out, devastated. I think this is going to be worse than the Great Depression. I think it's going to make the Great Depression look like a day at a water park. So what I plan to do is, I think properties are going to get devastated. The price is going to come way down. I think the price of silver is going to explode. And then at that point, that's when I'm going to transfer, probably not all of it, but a good chunk of it. I'm going to roll that over into real estate. and do income producing properties. Probably look at Airbnbs. I think you make a lot more off Airbnbs, plus you keep access to the property. So that's my plan. That's what I plan to do. I want to continue to build wealth and get assets that are income producing. That way I'm making money in my sleep. Okay. I don't want to work the rest of my life, as a slave for a company or, an entity, whatever. All right. I know a lot of people buy cryptos. I'm not a crypto fan. I do see some value in it. I guess I don't want to say I don't understand it, because I absolutely do. I just don't, maybe I'm just not a big risk taker. So if you're in cryptos and you're making a lot of money, that's awesome. I'm happy for you. Just my recommendation is take some of the profits off the top and go buy some silver. That way you protect your wealth. That way, if say the cryptos do crash or there's a major correction, you've pulled profits. So, but yeah, I'm not going to tell you not to buy cryptos. I personally don't do it. But if you can make money in it and you do, that's awesome. My hat's off to you. I hope you make hundreds. I hope you make thousands. I hope you make millions. That'd be awesome. I personally don't do it. That's my opinion on cryptos. If you can't hold it, or if you don't hold it, you don't own it. That's my opinion on cryptos. So, that's probably why. I just see it as another digital, illusion, another digit on a screen. That's how I see it. Guys, don't beat me up about it. I'm not telling you don't buy cryptos. That's just, my personal opinion on it. Another reason that I buy silver is I want to do what the smart money is doing. Okay, central banks and governments are buying gold and silver at the fastest pace that they've ever done since the 70s. All right, so what do they know that we don't know? Why is the mainstream media pushing us to buy the stock market and pushing cryptos and all that? If you want my opinion, I think we're already in this crash. I think it's already started. I think we're on a roller coaster and we're at the top. Okay, it's been slow getting here, but I think we're probably 6 months out to, the last straw that's going to break the camel's back, and then it's just going to come down. I don't know if you've ridden on a roller coaster, you know what I'm talking about, but it's a slow up, creep, and then it's just going to drop. And I think we're at the peak, ladies and gentlemen. So get your house in order. Get your debts paid off, get you some silver, get you some food, get you some water, get you some security. All right, that's another precious metal that I highly recommend. I invest in this heavily. This is another precious metal. So take this seriously, guys. And until the next video, take care. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and fish, see if I can catch something out here. Had a long day at work, and I just need to relax. So we'll see if we get anything. And I'm using a perch looking lure. It's the action on it's pretty realistic. But oh yeah, there we go. I got one. Oh yeah, good one. Good fish, good fish, good fish. Come here, buddy. Oh yeah. I'm surprised you didn't kick. Look at that. Look at that guy. All right, let's see. All right. Hold on, buddy. Let me get you in the water. I'm trying. All right, guys. Look at that. Whew. See if I can get a better angle on this. Pretty fish. All right, and we're gonna put them back in the water. Bye, bud. Go. Well, that was a good fish. They're a lot bigger in here, but that one's a decent one. And by the way, when JB and Dan were here, I don't think either of them caught a fish the entire time. I was the one that kept catching them all. But it's always nice to be able to come out here after a long day of work or whatever and just relax. It's just peaceful out here. I love being out in the country, don't have neighbors, all that fun stuff. This is definitely the American dream. Yeah, I was raised in a neighborhood, not in the country, and so I wanted this for mainly my kids, but obviously myself. But I wanted my kids to have the opportunities that I didn't have growing up. So this was definitely one of my goals, was to get this. And then, ooh, thought I had one. And then over time, the reasons for having this evolved, and now I'm glad I have it for the obvious reasons, you know, for what I think's coming. So a lot of the stuff that I have and get is kind of dual purpose. So a lot of it, you know, I enjoy it, and but it also has other purposes that I know that will help me out if, you know, if I ever need them in the future in a chaos situation. So like the night vision, you know, I got that for hog hunting, but also, you know, when I need to, it can be used for, you know, other things in a, when the rule of law, without the rule of law and all that stuff happens. And so kind of helps me justify some of the toys and purchases that I make, because I know that it'll benefit me in multiple ways. Ooh, good fish, good fish. Oh, another one. Come on, get up here. I wonder if this is the same one. No, I think this one's a little bit bigger. Let's see. Let's see if I can get you off of here. Yep. Oh, quit doing that. There we go. All right. Cut it out, cut it out, cut it out, cut it out. Quit. I gotta get you on camera. All right. And there's another one. Pretty fish. All right. Go. Hey, I want to welcome everyone back to Texas Silver. I wanted to get this video out. Forgot about that.